it is so difficult to hear from God when you go to him in prayer and yet you already have an answer that you want him to tell you. You already have your answered prayer in your mind. You have a situation and you want to make a decision, maybe a yes or a no, or maybe to choose one between two things, but you already have an answer in your mind. So it is so difficult to hear from God when you already have an answer for yourself, even when you go to him in prayer. But I have a question. We are human beings na mara mingi, most of the time, most of us, okay, let me speak for myself. I know that most of the times ninakunga nimesha make a certain decision. I already have in my mind an answer for myself. Even if I go to God in prayer, I already have in my mind what I want. So wacha nipeane example. Unaweza pata maybe a lady is ready for marriage and amepata two gentlemen that are so good. They love God, they are spiritual, they go to church, they serve in church, they are good looking, wako tu sawa pande zote, but one of them is financially stable. Huyu mmoja career wise ako sawa, huyu mmoja biashara iko sawa kabisa, like financially he is okay, every other part is okay, and the finance part ako sawa, ako nini, he's caring, he's loving and all that, but his finances on point. And this other guy ako sawa kila kitu, he's caring, loving, spiritual, he prays, he goes to church, he serves and all that, he's ako sawa kila mahali, but time yake ya kubarikiwa financially maybe haijafika. So as a person, mimi acha nijiongelee kama mimi, subconsciously I will just choose this person mwenye ako financially stable. Jumanze siendi kustruggle, huyu msee ameshajijenga na ako sawa, siendi kustruggle, but still I still have to go back to God, because hakuna mwenye nimeona red flag kwa wote wawili, si ndio? So I still have to go back to God and ask him, but in my mind I want God. It's like I'm going to tell God, please, I want this particular financially stable guy. I know this other person is good as well, but this one is good na on top akona mado, una get, but inaweza kuwa sio will ya God. Na ndio maana nimesema tukianza that when you go to God with an already answered prayer, it might be so difficult for you to hear what he says. So this is what I'll say, because mara mingi ninapatanga personally, naenda nikiwa nimeshaamua mimi naenda na ule mse wa do, ama nishaamua mimi nachagua hii biz fulani, ama nishaamua mimi nitaenda job fulani, sitaenda nyingine. So what I do most of the time, and not most of the time, all times, time yenye ninajua nimeenda na akili yenye nimeshachagua kitu, naendanga nikiambia God that I know that, like, God searches our hearts, he search our hearts, he knows us so well. Soma Psalms 139, God knows us so well, he knows our thoughts, he knows even what we want to say before we even say it, he knows when we sit down, he knows when he stands up, like he knows everything. So hata ukienda kwake ujifanye haujachagua kwa akili yako kenye unataka, he knows what is in your heart. So personally I go to God na mimi namwambia, like, God, I know that I'm supposed to ask for this for this and this, but I need your help, kwa sababu akili yangu subconsciously imeenda kule, siwezi kudanganya. So what I'll do is I will surrender my will to you. I remember in the Bible, in the book of Matthew chapter 26, soma kuanzia verse 36 hapo, I think nitaiweka hapa, that Christ alikuwa anaambia God, ilikuwa before aende kusulubishwa, before the crucifixion, and he was saying, please remove this cup from me, but let not my will be done but your will. Una get? So huyu ni Yesu alikuwa kuna options mbili hapa, ni either nikose kusulubishwa ama nisulubishwe. Na Biblia inasema in the book of Philippians that this person alijihumble. Yesu sasa, he humbled himself mpaka akaenda akasulubishwa. As much as he was in the same level with God, he still humbled himself and did the will of God. So anaambia God, please remove this cup, niondolee tu manze, bi kama kuna hiyo option ya kuondoa hii cup manze, mimi naweza uiondoe, but not my will but yours. So meaning this guy, Jesus Christ, in his mind he already had his own thing, his own desire, he had his own will, that manze, remove this cup of pain, this cup of death, this cup of being crucified, remove it, but not my will but let your will be done. So this is what I do, and this is what I'll tell anyone who finds himself or herself in that situation whereby you're going to God with an already made up mind. Go and tell him the truth, like, God, I have to make a decision between these two, but sincerely speaking, mimi nimeendea ile idea inakaa fiti, kama venye Lot alifanya. Lot alichagua kule kwenye kunakaa kuko fiti, uko kwingine kwote Moses akaachiwa. So niko na hiyo mind ya Lot manzi, mimi nataka kule kwenye kunakaa kuna mafuta, kule kwenye kunakaa kuna maziwa, huko ndio mimi nataka, but not my will. I am surrendering my will to you, God. So this is what I'll tell us. Surrender your will to God. So most of the time unapata usifeel, but don't feel bad. You're not on the wrong track. According to what I do, you're not on the wrong track. You are on the right track, but just let God know. Just pour your heart out, because he knows. Just pour your heart out to him. Now mwambie that, God, this is what I want. Sincerely speaking, this is what I want, but I am surrendering my will. Let your will be done. I am surrendering mine. So that in that way God will allow his will over your life. But kama umeenda kwake na you want to assume that you have not decided on this guy that is financially stable, you have not decided on this job that looks good, you have not decided on this town that looks perfect, you have not decided on this church yenye nakaa kuna watu wengine nakaa ina bamba huko ndiko nataka kuenda, sasa unataka kujifanya anajua. Just tell him the truth. Namwambia, let your will, I am surrendering my will. Mimi nataka ile church yenye present worship ikiimbwa manze, nataka kuserve pale penye tutaonekana kwa media, but God, I'm surrendering my will to you. Let your will be done. And that way God will speak to you. His will is above yours. That Jesus is Lord over us. Jesus is Lord over the church. So he is our Lord. He is our King. He's the one that rules over us. So if you let his will take place, as much as zingine, most of the time, hata si saa zingine, as much as most of the time tunakuwa na will yetu kwa heart, I believe that we will still hear him. We will still know his will. We will still get answers. We will still get solutions to our problems. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.